the erstwhile state of Mysore was not just famous for its cultural extravagance, at a point where we can build the city up to accommodate this. I think technologies and solutions and infrastructure which needs to be built up, given a space to be incubated. So we will continue the personal effort as well through the various foundations. I think the Coworking Space is a very good movement. People of smaller capacity also and access to facilities that are available in larger workspaces. It is always better to have an external place where you can ideate, where you can network, where you can be in a work environment, and through the means of a co-working space, which is more easily accessible to every rung of society.
Hey, hi, welcome Mr. Yaduveer Wadiyar, sir. Thanks to come to the BHIVE stall as part of TGS. Happy to see you supporting startups and a lot of young entrepreneurs as part of your career. Would like to know what is your vision for the young entrepreneurs and for Mysore?
I have a dual role, of course. One, we look at Mysore-centric from the parallel of course, what was the tradition of yesteryears in Mysore. The erstwhile state of Mysore was not just famous for its cultural extravagance, what in those days would have been termed as industrial output, but in today's terms were really entrepreneurial or innovative efforts. Right? So keeping that tradition alive via now in a modern framework of startups, of entrepreneurial centers, of accelerators, we are doing that work. So that of course goes on privately. The dual role, of course, now since I am the public representative to the centre as the Member of Parliament in Mysore and Kodagu, it is using startups, using entrepreneurs, using innovators as a means to empower the local economy, right? To bring in jobs, to bring in good job creating institutions within those two centres, and also bring in the relevant infrastructure to allow those aspirants who want to create good ideas, who have good ideas and want to bring that to life as well, to create the right environment for them as well. So these are two areas of working that Mysore and Kodagu are uniquely placed to do. Mysore especially being a tier 2 city closest to Bangalore, ready to take advantage fully now, at a point where we can build the city up to accommodate this. I think that is the trajectory for Mysore going forward. Kodagu, I think, is uniquely placed to have its universities, its higher education centers pivoted towards climate resiliency and building technology towards that, because that being the doorway to the Western Ghats, where most of the issues relating to climate change are cropping up.
Yeah.
I think technologies and solutions and infrastructure which needs to be built up and needs to be given a space to be incubated should be there, and we should encourage talent to go there so that they can have the ground reality right next to them while they are bringing solutions to the problems. So with regards to startups and with regard to building an ecosystem as in the constituency, that is our secondary effort, both of which are equal in prominence for me going forward. So we will continue the personal effort as well through the various foundations, and also the public expectation through the office of the Member of Parliament as well.
You have been a first-time MP and a role model for a lot of youngsters. Any quick advice to them who look up to you?
Well, I think, it's wonderful if they consider me as a role model. I think I have learned from those who came before me, both in politics and in my family, as well as many ideals who are there. Commitment to upholding Indian culture, at the same time bringing in modernization and bringing in all facilities required of modern times, has been my driving force.
Okay.
And I hope that India and Indians can aspire to that, because we are built upon our culture, which is what the country has upheld for thousands and thousands of years. And upon that culture, we need to build all the modern solutions,
right,
and have every facility available in the modern world as well. So I think keeping those two things in line, building a new hybrid India is what the country needs.
Okay, great. And many people would like to know, what do you do in your free time in general?
Well, I don't have much free time nowadays. Obviously, you maintain dual roles.
Yeah.
One is the Member of Parliament, and also, of course, privately as well, we have many foundations and trusts that do work. So if I do have any free time, on the rare occasions that I do, I enjoy going to the forests and being in nature for the most part.
Okay. Other than Mysore Park, which was invented in Mysore Palace, which are the other food that you like?
Well, I think our Carnatic cuisine is very unique and very little explored. I think there should be a great amount of efforts, maybe from the startup ecosystem of conserving that and also promoting it as well. I think other than that, I enjoy, apart from Indian food, I enjoy a lot of Japanese food. I enjoy the odd continental dishes as well. And in general, I don't mind some Mexican as well.
Okay. And certainly you know about BHIVE, and we are one of the largest co-working space in Bangalore. Any suggestions or any tips?
Well, I mean, I think I'm not obviously all being the experts in the area, and I think the co-working space is a very good movement because it allows people of smaller capacity also and access to facilities that are available in larger workspaces,
Right.
and allows them to come into a professional environment. I think that is very important because as much as we'd like to think we can work out of our garages at home or a small corner office in our apartment, it is always better to have a external place where you can ideate, where you can network, where you can be in a work environment. That helps tremendously, and through the means of a co-working space, it is more easily accessible to every rung of society.
Right.
And I think that is yeoman service in itself. So I think you all can continue the good work, and hopefully you all can now open up some offices in Mysore also.
Yeah, sure. All the founders are from Mysore itself. We studied, and our parents are still in Mysore. Hopefully, we'll get back to Mysore.
We'll do that. We'll certainly do that, and please let me know if I can be of any help.
Sure, sir.